Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. Here we have some of our team out in Portsmouth, Virginia over the weekend, helping the Bon Secours Maryview Hospital. They needed some extra connectivity. The team swung into action as they always do, installing some new circuits and upgrades so that people could stay connected. Thank you to the technicians out there, Tanya, Mark, Scott, Mike, Travis, and Daniel, for staying safe, maintaining your separation, and providing your customer service when they requested. More stories just like that today that we're going to bring you. Hello, it is noon on the East Coast, 9 a.m. on the West, and hello to you all today. So set the stage for you as to what we will be talking about today, joined by Hans and Christy as usual. Also have an update from the leader of our network and technology team, Kyle Malady, talking about that and some other things. So I'm going to jump right into it though. Hans, good afternoon. How are you, sir?
Hey, Jeremy. Hi, all V-teamers. Great to be back to talk about little what's happening. First of all, I remember or I tell you all about the mission we have here every day in these times. And of course, number one, safe and healthy for all our employees. And I'm happy that Kyle is joining us today because our frontline employees, of course, are the ones that we need to think about all the time, at the same time as we're keeping our networks up. And I think that's what we're balancing all the time here. And it's great that Kyle will give us some more feedback and the facts around that. When it comes to what we are working on, I can tell you that I sent a letter to all the leaders in Verizon yesterday, asking them to really take the leadership to a new level right now, remembering them all of the leadership philosophies that we have, everything from act on behalf of the customer, work as a team, all that is important. And it's even more important when you have a crisis like this, that leaders stepping up. So I asked them to really take a next level of their leadership in these times. It's so important. And many have done, so don't think differently. But we're just coming into the third or the fourth or the fifth week, depending on where you are. And now it's really starting to get hard, when you work from home or other circumstances, and then it's even more important that leadership is there. Me and my executive team, we're going to spend a couple of hours in the afternoon thinking about the future. It's not here yet, but we need to think and continue to evolve how we act as a company in the new normal, which we don't know what it is really, but we need to spend time on it as leaders, and we're going to do it. So for me, it's a lot around that. Other than that, just report back a little bit what I did yesterday afternoon. I talked to many of the commissioners of the big sports in the United States, and of course talking with them also, how are they acting in this time when there are no live sports? How can they activate their fan base? And what can we do together with technology? So a lot of discussion around that with the biggest sports franchises in this country. And then finally, just feedback, because nowadays I look at pay it forward every Tuesday and Thursday, and yesterday was gamers, 3.3 million unique viewers on it, including myself. Looked at two gamers doing some incredible stuff. I didn't understand half of it, but at least it was entertainment. So a lot of new stuff is happening in all our lives. I know that it is a critical situation we're into, but still we need to have energy for ourselves and for our family and friends in these times. So that's why I enjoyed the pay it forward yesterday. It's so needed in these times. Jeremy, back to you.
Awesome, Hans. Thanks. And the next time I've got a family Uno night, I'll be sure to invite you and hit you with all the draw 4 wild cards. So up next, we're going to hear from Kyle Malady, like I said, who leads our network and technology team. But before we do that, I want to share this story. I said we'd have a few of these today. The network teams, wireline, wireless, coming together in New York City in the Fort Totten area, where they've declared that as a place where ambulances and first responders can stage and respond to calls. I'm going to share this video about what the teams did there to keep those folks connected.
Hi, my name is Brian Casterly. I'm a construction manager with New York Metro, and I'm currently standing on Fort Totten, Queens, New York. And we have just set up a new asset, Cal, for the fire department and for the military.
They're going to stage 300 ambulances there. They're going to attempt to put a field hospital there. There's nothing in the middle of a park. The communications needs to be set up so that they can be reached, in a split-second moment's notice.
Once we realized the importance of the job, the team acted with a sense of urgency.
Everybody dropped what they were doing, closed up the work that they were working on, and headed over to Fort Totten and came up with a game plan.
It takes days and days of planning to get these going. However, we were able to utilize this brand new asset that we received less than 10 days ago and have it out here within 4 hours and fully constructed. During that period of time, Landline was kind enough to splice brand new fibers in the street, get those completely completed.
So I mainly had 4 techs there throughout the day at various locations.
It was like nonstop, running from one manhole to the next, and then fibers weren't making it. We had to send another team back, and it was tough.
They worked really hard, physically and mentally. That's a tricky area. They've changed the roads. We would look for one road. It was no longer there anymore.
We worked through several issues, and we were able to deliver the fibers and turn up the circuit all in the same day.
What's special about it is that how quickly it came together. It took a lot of communication and coordination.
I am more than proud to have been part of this project and be part of the V team.
We did something that not going to change the course of history, but certainly add to maybe saving some lives.
We should all be proud to know that we are here on the front lines helping all of our other first responders.
That's incredible stuff there. And I just want those folks out there in the field to know you are making a huge difference in keeping all these folks connected when they need it most. I want to bring in Kyle to the chat now. Kyle, give us an update on how the teams are doing out there and what the latest is in your world, please. Good afternoon.
Hey, Jeremy, how are you? So thanks for running that piece. I think that's indicative of what folks are doing throughout our company. Everybody's coming together, working together, and making a difference for society and our customers. So that was a great story. There's 100 more like it. I think if I was to characterize how things are going right now, I would say we're kind of over the initial hump of the of how our networks are evening out. So I think we've been able to handle that initial change in how people work very, very well. And now it's to how do we keep the networks going? How do we keep it at this at the levels that they're at, and then help certain specific things like the piece you just saw. We responded to that. There's a lot of other things happening, throughout the networks, throughout the company. We're in the midst of helping one of the states with their systems so they can take unemployment calls at a greater rate. That's one thing we're doing. We're working internationally with some financial services banks. While we don't even have the local loops there, we're working with people like Vodafone, so we can make sure our customers internationally are getting the bandwidth that they require. We're partnering closely with 911. If you look at 911 in New York City, we support the underlying platform there. And while it's interesting, the calls aren't. They haven't spiked, largely because it seems like less people are getting hurt and so forth. So we're able to keep that system running and keep it going. So that WebEx and all manner of things we're responding, and it really makes me proud for the dedication and the folks we have out there. The other big news I think is over the weekend, the team under Kevin Service and Gina Wilborn, we worked over the weekend to come up with a new way of supporting our customers. We decided that we were going to have a new dispatch strategy where we were not going to have our techs go into homes to service. We're going to stay on the outside of the homes, and the team over a couple of days came up with new and innovative ways to work, largely with some virtual tools that we can work with the customer while we're outside the home. We can help the customer do things inside the home. And you know what? Yesterday was the first day of it, and we were able to help over 4,800 customers solve problems inside their homes and get their services back up. I heard of a couple great examples where especially some folks who are a little older, a little elderly, and they're most at risk. We were able to walk them through some troubles. We were actually able to get one fella upgraded from a B-PON to a G-PON so his service would work. And it was amazingly successful. Yesterday was the first day. We're going to keep working on this, but I give kudos out to the whole team for their ability to pivot and work in this new way, so we can be safer while still at the same time making sure people, our customers, get the critical services they need. So really, really great work there. The other thing I would say, we talk a lot about Corona, but there's a lot of our team continuing to work on BAU things to continue to move the business forward so that when we do come out of this, we're not 2 steps behind. We want to, we have really good plans. We've come up with really good strategies for the business, and we don't want to lose momentum on that. And I just like to end this segment by giving a couple data points for people. So everybody knows 5G ultra wideband is a big deal for us, a big strategy. We're leading the world in it, and we don't want to lose the momentum there. In the first quarter, we beat our goals by over 300 sites. So not only did we slow down, we actually beat our goals for the quarter in the first quarter. Also, in Fios, our open for sales, we beat our first quarter target by 21,000. So we keep the drumbeat going on these things that are really important. We added over 1,500 miles of one fiber in the footprint in March, which puts us almost on track for the quarter. And, we just continue to work on software upgrades and working with the business units on new products and services and keeping going, doing what we can do so we can keep the business moving forward while at the same time supporting our customers and society with the COVID response. So, I couldn't be any prouder of the team. Every time a roadblock comes, we figure out ways to get around them. And, we are there for our customers, and they notice it. And what really gives me a lot of, heart is we're getting a lot of communication from customers thanking us for being there and making sure that their services work when they need them. Especially if you find somebody who lost it, then it's more apparent to them how important this is. And we're getting a lot of good feedback from that. So once again, thanks to the dedicated employees of Verizon.
Yeah, without a doubt, Kyle, that is so good to see all of that coming together. And, we get a lot of thanks that we see from around the world at this time. And I just want to share this clip before we move on to Christy's update from the mayor of San Diego, Kevin Faulconer, who said this recently in a press conference there for the city. Let's go ahead and roll that tape.
Before I get to our speakers, I'd like to provide you with a few other updates. The city and all of its communication providers have had a successful working relationship for a number of years. During this healthcare crisis, our partnership is needed now more than ever. And specifically, we recognize the importance of reliable, uninterrupted data service. It is the backbone of our public safety response network. On Friday, I had the opportunity to speak with statewide executives from Verizon to ensure cellular infrastructure is intact and that services can be counted on as we continue to respond to the COVID-19 epidemic. Government agencies, the healthcare industry, and residents are all seeing increasing demand for service using technology to communicate. Healthcare companies in particular have had a massive surge in telehealth conferences to encourage more social distancing and keep healthy individuals away from medical facilities. Verizon, during our statewide call, reinforced that cellular functions around all of San Diego, including our San Diego Convention Center and SDCCU, the stadium in Mission Valley, are up to the task, which is critically important as we rely on these sites, of course, for emergency responses. San Diego is committed to not only supporting Verizon, but all of our other providers so they can continue to deploy services rapidly throughout our entire city.
Good to hear that from the mayor, and shout out to the team out there in San Diego and around the world doing that work. More with Kyle here in a couple minutes. Want to get over to Christy now for her updates of the day. Christy, afternoon. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks so much, Jeremy. Great to be here again with all the V-teamers around the world. A couple updates for everybody today. I just want to build on what I talked about yesterday, and I'll be getting an update after today's broadcast from me inviting you to go back out to the learning portal and really double down on our Learning from Home initiative. So you'll be getting a link to go back into the Learning Portal 2.0. If you haven't set up a profile or registered before, it'll give you tips and instructions for how to do that. And as a reminder, once you're in there, we have an entire set of coursework and things available for people to continue to get training in the job they're in, or to engage in more training and support for any alternative work assignment that you may be newly starting in. We also have Pluralsight, LinkedIn Learning, and the degree catalog of courses available. And as a reminder, I mentioned yesterday for the first time, we also have a way to consult with you on certifications that you may want to require for your role and that we'll reimburse. In addition to our tuition reimbursement program, we've now added up to 2 certifications for employee per year. So a lot of excitement around that. And so I hope you'll follow up with those triggers so that today when you get that message, you can go online and set up that. It really ties nicely to the next thing I wanted to highlight and share. You heard from Ronan yesterday, all the work we're doing to continue to support our customers through retail. And we've got over 5,000 people pivoting this week that used to work in the stores that right now, while we're down to only 30% of the footprint to honor the shelter and home provisions, we have over 5,000 people pivoting into customer service, getting skilled up and trained this week. And I want to just give a shout out to this team. Previously, we only had about 4,000 people working from home. And now we have 17,000 plus this another 5,000 being trained into this group. So we're now doing 100% work from home. We're learning all new ways of working. We're engaging with our customers not only on voice, but we've now added chat and messaging. And we are on track, Jeremy, in April to have over 10 million points of contact with our customers. So this is amazing and getting to those business as usual, normal capability and performance levels that you heard Kyle mention for what he's doing with GN&T. So a big shout out to everything the teams are doing to bring these kind of stories to life. We'll hear more tomorrow from Tammy and VBG, and I'll be able to share some of their success stories as well. And then finally, I just want to end my remarks today with just a reminder of all of the things around safety and health, the key priorities for us regarding our employees. So we want to remind everybody, if you have coronavirus, reach out to us. We have great benefits around the world. We also partnered with Anthem here in the US and with different HR teams around the country to follow up with our employees so they can get nurse consultation and answer questions about some of the things that might be on the employees' minds. We have benefits for you so that you'll be compensated for up to a 26-week leave related to coronavirus. And so we just want to remind everybody in this time, it's so important to take care of yourself, and we're here to help you. And you heard Kyle mention all the changes we've done to dispatch. Ronan mentioned all the changes we've done to the retail operations with appointments and such. So where we do have our field force and our retail store teams out in the public not working from home, we've got all new measures and communication and training that's been going to them this week for facial coverings that are newly recommended by the CDC. And I think, Jeremy, you'll have a video for us sometime here today with some of the Surgeon General's new tips for all of us with these new guidelines they've come out with. Thanks.
Yes, certainly will. Thank you for the update, Christy. I want to jump over to Kyle now for some of the questions that we're starting with. I know, Kyle, when we were early on in this and talking about the employee side of things and VPN and all the systems that we use, how are those systems looking and doing? And have you noticed the level still staying the same there, or what are you seeing?
Yeah, so I got some talk to Shankar and got some data from that. Things are stabilizing. I mean, the amount of usage we have going through VPN, is huge, but we're able to handle it. We put enough capacity in. Things are working very well. We're also looking at things like the troubles coming into the trouble desk. A lot of them are almost like BAU type stuff, which is very good. We're not seeing really hard one-off things where things are broken. Things like WebEx, a really great effort between the network folks and the GTS folks and working with Cisco, really to put enough capacity in for us and for our customers. And actually, our trouble tickets there are back to a normal level. And we keep improving the service with Cisco. So on the IT GTS side, all the work they're doing, they continue to support the organization. Well, once again, they just came out with a pretty big software.
I'll jump in there and we'll reconnect with Kyle here in a moment. Christy, you talk about the trainings out there and the ability for
download
folks
the other night. So they're working both sides of the candle, doing great work.
We'll come right back to you, Kyle. Hang on for us there for a moment. And then, so Christy, when we talk about trainings and whatnot, some folks are asking, are there ones they should specifically focus on? Is this a time that they could expand their learning and the things that the company already offers to them?
Thanks, Jeremy. So this is really exciting. I think one of the areas where Verizon is really a leader is all of the emphasis we place on employee development. And so it's times like this where it'll really show, because we have already a great platform for employees to be training and skilling for their roles. And now while we're in this response and this new work state where so many of us are working from home, picking up new responsibilities, we want to remind everybody that they can go out and take additional training to be learning what to do in their jobs or pick up skills that could apply to other roles. And so there'll be guidance and advising in there, and also places they can ask questions, and we curate and have recommended curriculums for various roles. So I think all of those things can be answered for folks. And if you don't find the answer, pop it in the Ask Christy box, because that'll help us also update the learning portal so you can easily find those answers.
Good. Thank you for that, Christy. And someone, Mary on Twitter, is saying, hey, she used the ask button yesterday and got a response right away. So thanks to you and your team doing all that good work. Kyle, one quick follow-up for you here. For folks who are watching out in the field right now, or CEOs or folks who are working from home, what's the one thing you want them to know about the job they're doing right now?
Well, first, they're doing critical work. And, you see all these stories that we just heard about. People are relying on us. Society is relying on us, and we're doing the work to really help society move along. Now, we need to do that, but we also need to be safe. Safety's number one. Make sure we're following all of the CDC guidelines. They're on the website. If you run into a situation where you think something isn't right or not safe, make sure you call your supervisor. Make sure you talk to people, and so we can always make the right decision. Being safe is, job one, and then right behind that is making sure we're here for our customers and society. I'm also very happy that the reason I cut out there is our security regimen is fully engaged and fully in place there, because I needed to log back on. So that's always good to see too.
Yeah, security.
Everybody, for me, please stay safe. Safety, number one.
Yeah, and one quick follow-up for you, Kyle. This came in from Twitter as well, from Walt Lightshed, who's an analyst. Don't forget, we've got people watching us from all around the world here, not only our own employees. Wants to know whether the busy hour has shifted or extended at all, and how you see network traffic.
Yeah, it's interesting. So what happens is it's almost like the usage pattern on many of our networks is almost like a sine wave. At 3 or 4 in the morning, there's not very much use on it, and then over the day it ramps. And then typically around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, that's the peak time. But what we've seen now, interestingly, is the peaks. It starts ramping up a little later in the morning. So that to me says that while people are at home, they may be sleeping in a little bit longer, and so they're not driving, and then they hop on their WebEx, and then we start seeing a market increase in the difference between what a normal day would be and then where we jump to. And we jump almost like 100%. And then you stay basically kind of even through the whole day. So there's a really dramatic difference in the usage shift as a result from everybody working at home.
Yeah, I can imagine. I know I was out talking to my neighbor last night, a Verizon Fios customer, I might add. So I was talking to him about his day, and he reflected that as well. Kyle, thanks so much for the network and engineering lessons today and the breakdown. Christy, thank you as well. I want to head over to Hans now for his final thoughts as we start wrapping up.
I was just reflecting on what Kyle said, and it cannot be V-teamers that are sleeping in when they work from home. It has to be other companies. But that remains to be seen. I think that what we heard from Kyle today is so reassuring about how important the work is out in our network and how focused we are on safety first, and still being able to do everything we do with the network. I mean, it's just amazing. But it also tells me that both the IT and the network is so crucial for our company, but for the whole society right now. And the guys are doing a fantastic job. If you understand the numbers of the change in the network, the patterns, they're so large because our network is so large and we have so many customers and we're handling it. For me, it's hard to understand that we're actually managing it. But it's also that Verizon, the last 5-10 years, has always invested in network and put the network as the number one strategy. And I'm proud of that. And I'm proud of the team working in network and technology and IT to be able to cope with all of that. So a big thank you from me. I thank everyone working for Verizon, of course, but just today when we heard Kyle speaking about it really gave me some good insights how hard the work is and how great we're doing. No, my summary is that stay safe out there, continue to be innovative, creative. I told all the leaders of Verizon, we are now operating on a playbook that doesn't exist, because this is a pandemic and a crisis we have never seen before, both from a human point of view, from a financial point of view in the market, and for people, and how different companies are acting. That means that the playbook that we've had, how we act, is different. And that's how leaders need to think right now. And I'm going to continue to work with all the leaders to see that they are stepping up, which I think they have done tremendously. But we just need to continue, both to be as a leader as a company, as a great employer, and in all those areas. And remember also, we have the Pulse out there. So for all you leaders, you have a Pulse result that you can share with your team and discuss how everything is working in these times. Well, we work in a totally different way. But it's also great to hear from so many different organizations in the company that we are continuing to work BAU in this time and delivering, but we do it in a different way. We have pivoted so many people working with different tasks and supporting the cause that we have and the mission that we have. So I just want to end thanking you all for doing that. It's an amazing work you're doing, guys. And stay safe, all V-teamers and the wider community of V-teamers. Jeremy, back to you.
Thank you, Hans. Yeah, definitely some proud men and women out there who are supporting the V team right now. So hats off to them doing the job day in, day out. 10, what was the number earlier that Christy said? Millions of connections that we've had to help our customers in need. So that's just incredible. So as I remind you every day, if you haven't talked to someone in a while, now's your chance to give them a call, give them a ring, slide into their DMs, however you want to do it. Just say hello and check to see how they're doing. Appreciate Kyle joining us today, Hans and Christy as well. I want to end on this today, a reminder from our Surgeon General of how you can take some common items around your house. It's important for us to help flatten the curve with everything we're doing. If you have to go out for something, to wear a face mask. And here's his recommendations on how to do it. We'll be back with you again tomorrow, noon Eastern. Have a good day. Till next time, you're up to speed.
Here's how you can make your own face covering in a few easy steps with items you can find around the house, like an old scarf, a bandana or a hand towel, or you can make a face covering out of an old t-shirt. Fold it to the middle from the bottom, fold it to the middle from the top, fold it again to the middle from the bottom, and again from the top, and then 2 rubber bands, one on one side and one on the other side. Then you fold either side to the middle, and you have yourself cloth face covering. It's that easy.